Hey, my Virgo babies, what's happening? Happy belated birthday to all of you. I know y'all did the damn thing. I got enough Virgo friends to know what's going on with that. So I know everybody had a good birthday month. This is going to be Virgo, October 2020. I know a lot of times people want to do readings right when it's your birthday, right around your birthday. Sometimes it's cool to get out of that energy and let some of the shine die down, if you will, and see what you really got. So I know we're a few days past going into, what's the day? 28th, yeah, we're a few days past getting into Libra. So let's see what's going on with you, Virgo. We're going to pull 3 from the bottom of the deck, 1 for the front end of your overall, 1 for the back end of your overall, and the third card will be your challenge, effort. That's your challenge for the month, I'm sure. The cards are going to oblige us and let us know what they're talking about. As I was shuffling the cards, it feels like a lot of you have already started whatever transition or transformation you're going to be making this year. And some of you are way ahead of the game as far as the earth signs are concerned. Taurus is bogged down with Uranus and every other planet trying to cruise through Taurus. Capricorn, I don't know what happened to Capricorn. They just kind of over there doing their thing. But I'm picking up on all of this. There's some forgiveness. There's dealing with some fears. There's dealing with like-minded people. There's a relationship, one coming, one going for some of you. And all of this is about you from the front end of your overall, following your intuition. What does that inner GPS system tell you should be doing? On the back of this, it's rejoice and celebration, but this is restricted with something. So let's get the little cards out. We're going to do the first 2 weeks, and then we'll do weeks. There's the restriction. We'll do weeks 3 and 4. Damn. Pull one. Effort pulled the 5 of coins. Y'all, ooh. Oh, this is going to be a good reading. Oh, Lord. Woo! First week of October, the Queen of Wands is sitting on top of spirituality. 8 of Coins is sitting on top of the love partnership. Happy ending gives us the 10 of Coin. Forgiveness pulls the Emperor. Spiritual partnership pulls the Knight of Swords. Shadow pulls the Ace of Coins. Wow. What the hell else can I say behind all that? It feels like a lot of you made and have made this year, current tense, and are making really current tense, a lot of great strides and progress as far as trying to get your life the way you want your life. So this obviously is going to be one of those readings. It's definitely not going to resonate with everyone, but as grandmama used to say, eat the fish, leave the bones. I actually have my coffee mug, my Taurota coffee mug, and I'm just dumb. Eat the fish, leave the bones. There you go. It'll be on sale here shortly. But at any rate, you've made a lot of progress. A lot of you have made just huge, mega steps. But there is someone that's got your full attention. And I hate to say this is going to be a love reading, but it feels like it's going in that direction right away. This is one of those, feels like, for those of you this is resonating with, this is one of those loosey-goosey, the primary relationship that I'm referring to. Feels like it's one of those loosey-goosey, I'll see you when I see you kind of things. I still love you, but, I'll run out real quick type situations. For others of you, it's not that much more solid. It's just at the dating stage, but For some reason, Virgo, whoever it is, you're not, that connection is not there for you. And so with that, this is not the hardcore, ooh, you cheating on me, I saw you type third party energy. This is, you know, there are other people in the vicinity. Let's put it like that. But because your situationship is not on solid, it's not a whole lot you can say or do, if this is making any kind of sense to anybody. But this is on your mind, and you are trying to follow your intuition, listen to that inner GPS, but you are, this is the rejoicing celebration restricted right here. On the back end of your overall energy, usually the energy here is about approaching an old problem with a new set of eyes. Just taking that step back mid-fight and going, wait a minute, that left hook didn't hit you the way I wanted it to hit you. Let me try this one more again. The energy here is it's about the behavior and how the other person is responding. And for some reason, it's this connection. It's not here where for the amount of time that you've spent with this person and the amount of effort, what the fuck, that you feel like you've put into it, you still feel like everybody's getting up. This is the end of the show. Everybody's getting up, getting their coats on, and getting ready to head to the parking lot, to the who ride. That's what this feels like. And it may be becoming an unhealthy situation because it's got some toxic notes in here, where this could end up being one of those situations where, you know, one of the both of you are in or out, in and out, in and out, back and forth. It's okay today, it's not okay tomorrow type situations. And so that is what's afflicting this rejoicing celebration, where you really feel like you should be that much further down the line because of all the effort that you've put into this. You're not feeling nothing. First week of October, the Queen of Wands sitting on top of the spirituality, having that confidence in what you throw out to the universe is going to come back to you. This is what I want. Not this other bullshit. This is what I want. Some of you may be or may have been wavering in your belief in yourself. Once again, we come back up here with this, talking about behaviors. And you may just be kind of flailing a bit and not giving the universe or the creator or God or Allah or Jesus or Yahweh or whoever you calling on, the head of lettuce, the monkey tails, whatever, you're not putting your faith in that. And so it's kind of causing you, because you're trying to, at some point, I feel like some of you are trying to control everything that's going on in your life. So, right to the next card. Even at work, you're trying to run this, and you're trying to run this too. Because you want things, you feel like things should just be a certain way. And you keep bumping your head on this. Those of you that this applies to work to, not necessarily a romantic love partnership at work, but the people that you're working closest with, they're hot. Colors just don't like, because it's like you're not, what's the energy? You're not working with them. You're kind of working separate, but you're working hard. And again, cards just don't lie. Effort. It's not the, how do I say it? It's not the amount of effort. It's where you're putting the effort. You're working hard, but you're working hard on what? And people are working like, why are they working all hard on that project and that project is dead? We're on this project. I don't know what's going on, Virgo, but at the end of this, the Ten of Coins sitting on top of the happy ending, There may be for some of you a release point. I'll say that. And it comes with a happy ending. Okay. Not that part, but that part. It comes with a happy ending. That's really what you're striving for, but I don't think you really want this to go away. I'm looking at a little dude here with the rainbow and the coins just popping out all over the place. I don't feel like you want to let this go. So now, this may be one of the outers. If that's you that's got outer people kind of circling around, I don't feel like you're really interested in anybody but this one person, however that's resonating. Everybody else is either floating around you or floating around the other person. To you, it doesn't matter because you're interested in this one person, but the other person is kind of paying attention to all the extra attention or whatever. There's a best way to put this, there's an escape route. And where it leads you is not going to be a bad thing, but if you don't want to let whatever this is go because you want to see if once you get past all this little shit, it can go further, then this applies to that as well. There can be a happy ending. It's just going to require your time, your effort, and your patience in doing this. We get to the second week of October with the Empress on top of the forgiveness card. There may be, and this is major energy. So there may be in this situation a point where everybody just needs to come to the table and say, I'm sorry, and everybody needs to do the forgiveness thing and keep it moving. So you can get up and go in whatever direction you're going to go in. Again, I come back here depending on what happens. If you just decide to let this one situation go and pick up with another, cool, happy ending, thank you, nice meeting you, whatever, sorry we didn't make it, click, whatever. There it is. Trying to figure out figure out the window, which way is the wind blowing, which way do I want to go, which way is going to be good for us. But there's loads of forgiveness here before you actually get to this point. Spiritual partnership, talking about like-minded people. Love partnership, spiritual partnership. If it's not a romantic thing, it's definitely a work thing. But again, it's this energy of you chasing a horse, chasing you, chasing a horse, chasing you, and like you're grinding down on something, even within your social clique. Let's talk about spiritual partnership, like-minded people, spiritual partnership, that part. Maybe looking at you like, well, damn, you running over here, you running over there, what are you doing? So there may be some points just throughout the month. You've got Five of Swords up in the back end of your overall energy. Take away, just strip away the meaning and just know we're dealing with air energy, Virgo. And so you may be a little foggy. Things may not be clear for a hot second, but while you're in that phase, deal with the shadow part. Deal with some of this is affecting you. Get with yourself and deal with it. Deal with the shadow. I don't think it's a deep, dark anything. It's just a matter of you releasing any fears that you have. So, look at there, brand new, straight out the box. For some of you, this may be a job. But again, it's this energy of you really like this person or this thing, but there's stuff around you that's keeping it from doing. Like you're misplacing your effort, and it's just to the point where everybody get ready to get up and walk out and be done. Let's see what weeks 3 and 4 have to say for themselves. So the third week we have patience, fulfillment of wishes, recognition and reward. The fourth week, hope, self-love, and rebirth. Rebirth has been popping up in some of my readings. Let's see where the little cards are. So patience. Okay, it's pulling the 4 of Swords. Fulfillment of wishes, pulling the Two of Swords, a lot of air on the table. Recognition and rewards, pulling the Princess of Wands. Hope pulls the Eight of Swords, man. Self-love pulls the Princess of Coins. Rebirth pulls the I am an individual. There you go. So, something new, dealing with whatever immediate hurts and fears and whatever, just dealing with them and getting them out of the way and moving forward to something new. So they get you into the third week. Things are not going to be settled. Residue from extra old shit may still be in the air. Mercury retrograde goes October 13th, I think, until November 9th. Mars is retrograde. You got all this shit. You know what? You need to be patient. Because by the time you get to the third week, that'll be about the time Mercury decides it's going to start Michael Jackson moonwalking across the sky. And ain't shit going to happen no way. So you might as well just tune in now. Have some patience. Have a Coke and a smile. Get you a beer, whatever you do. And wait for it. It may look like things are about to fall to hell to fuck apart. Wait for it. Patience. I can't stress this enough. In turn, what you're doing, I don't think right now is the time for you to be doing this. I think there's some activity that needs to happen. Work, love, whatever. There's some stuff here. You need to reapply your efforts working, if that's what it's relating to, a relationship, to a different something. You need to kind of get this straightened out and figure out who's doing what and who's on third and fourth and 10th and whatever. Changing and modifying how you're looking at the behavior. Take a break. All of that, take a break. Take a break. All of this is going to look like a big pile of dog poop. Let it be. I promise you, by the time you get to the first part of November, things will have cleared up enough where you will understand exactly why everything was a complete shambles. We get here with the fulfillment of wishes, and again, by this time, you will be in Mercury retrograde energy. Don't let that energy get all up in your head. You got a lot of air on the table. Y'all are already doing a lot of thinking and analyzing, and why is this happening, and why is that happening, and how come this is not happening, and what the hell. Don't let that energy, because this Mercury retrograde that's coming is potent. Now, it's not going to have the impact, it doesn't feel like directly where, your shit's going to be fucked up. But on a larger scale, it's going to have a big impact. And that in and of itself, on top of coronavirus and every other little thing going on, don't get up in your head at that point with I don't know if I made the right move. I don't know if the decision was good. Don't do it. Don't start second guessing yourself. Understand where you are, understand the energy, and let your fulfillment of your wish list happen. For a lot of you, it's just a matter of getting through this little hurdle, and then once you take that step back, on and popping. At the end of the third week, recognition and reward with the Princess of Wands. Some of you that have older young children, does that make sense? 13, 15, 16, 14, that age range. They may be thinking about traveling next year, maybe for school. Others of you may be talking about going to college. Dun, 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 dun. At any rate, all of this has got a lot to do with the recognition, recognizing where said person is on the scale of things and the rewards that go along with it. So if you've got an A+ student in the house, they'll see some of that recognition and reward. For others of you, you may, because things are picking up a bit, get into a new venture. It could be a new job, a new entrepreneurial thing, a collaborative effort, whatever. But you may get on the road, and again, good news with that for you with the recognition and reward. That's kind of the out spot in all of this. We get to the fourth week, the Eight of Swords and Hope. By this point, I think most of you, again, all the air on the table, y'all should have thought about everything, had the answer for everything. I think when you get to this point, it really feels like you will be looking at your own value system and maybe where it can be reworked, helping to bring some hope to situations that may be looking a little murky. For all the earth signs, we're kind of, Taurus being the main one, but Capricorn and Virgo aren't excluded. They're kind of going through a transformation. So in going through that, a lot of times, right up off the bat, you have to look at your value system and your belief system to make sure it's in line with what you want to do, the way you want to go. So there's always hope in that, because whatever needs tweaking at that point, now you're aware of what needs tweaking and you can tweak it, make it happen. Princess of Coins sitting on top of the self-love. Don't be giving everybody else your energy. Give yourself some energy. Take care of yourself. All of this right here. Rest and relaxation. I'm just saying. And it's also about maintaining composure. Last half of October, probably not a good time to be styling and profiling with a lot of bullshit, because it's going to be about the time people are going to start feeling froggy and, call you on whatever it is you're talking about, and you ain't trying to hear that. So when you get to the second half of October, all the way around, chill, and all that energy you got, give it to yourself. Self-love. Give it to yourself. Go get whatever you can get in the midst of the pandemic where you are. If you can get your nails did, your hair done, whatever, or do it yourself. But take some time to pamper yourself and do for yourself, so you have the energy to keep putting out to deal with your interpersonal relationships. At the end of all of this, you will actually feel like you're beginning to go through a rebirth. This is major energy. It's the sun card, and that's the you card, and that's all about you being in your sun, not just the sun, but in your sun, and shining the way that you want to. That's what you're moving towards. That's really what you want to do. Like I said at the beginning of the reading, a lot of you are leaps and bounds over a lot of folks, because you've been working this the whole time. But for some of you, this is just coming to a head right now. And so, trying to deal with romantic relationships, and again, this is not the thing of them cheating on you, because the situation is really not that deep yet, but you got some feelings there. And some of you might be wondering, how come you're not number one? How come every time you call they gotta call you back? How's that going? You may be feeling some kind of way. With the 5 of coin on top of the effort, as far as your challenge, that's about the whole month. What's worth walking away from and not putting any energy to, and what's worth walking towards and putting your energy into that. Relationships, job, that's the question of the month. Is this worth walking away from? Worth my effort to start all over again somewhere or with someone, or should I just stay where I am? Obviously, there's a lot in that, how you feel about the situation, whether it's work or romantic, how you feel about the people involved. All of that's included in there, but ultimately the question is it worth my effort, or should I just get my shit and what? That will be the question you're asking most of the month. Let's see what the oracle cards have to say. Home. Dragons there. Oh, Lord. And flying. So, dealing with home and hearth. That's really what we're talking about. Dealing with any professional issues you may have, and dealing with the shadow associated with that, so you can move on to bigger and better things. Romantically, trying to get this started. I'm trying to figure out, do you have all the pieces? Do you have the right person involved to get this started? This is the universe's way of kind of giving you a nod. Yep, you're thinking about it correctly. All the air on the board. You're thinking about it correctly. Maybe time to do some action. Dragon's Lair might be how you're feeling right about now. You walk up in there and find out there's a whole castle full of dragons waiting to chop you up. And that's really the energy with this Three of Swords up top. That's really what this is feeling like. You, nice place, but what the hell you got on the inside? And that is probably how a lot of you are feeling about this, whoever's resonating with this relationship. You know, I like what I see, but now I don't know if I want to walk towards the dragon's lair. And with that said, maybe that's what you need to think about. Do you really need to go make that trip? Is it necessary? Or is this just a person that you cross paths with that you like, but maybe you need to just keep rolling down the road? Just saying. Flying is right at the end of the energy. Right there. Rebirth, standing in your sun with the head. What's next? Fly. And that's about total self-expression. Are you ready to just do your thing? Something to think about for the end of the month. Let's see what the granny cards got to say. Y'all doing a lot of thinking this month. Please take some time out to take care of yourself, Virgo. Y'all got air everywhere. Man. Damn near the whole suit on the table. Oh, man. Watch your back. We'll come back to that. Oh. Watch your back. Ignore the haters. And fuck them if they can't take a joke. Okay, let's start at the beginning. Watch your back. Those of you that are working on collaborative projects within your job. This is not just a solo project, but within your job. Watch the people around you. Definitely got some of this energy tied up with it. Watch the people around you. Everybody that's talking all yay and good and shit. You might have to walk away from some shit. I'm just saying. That's where that energy is kind of swirling around. In other instances, dealing with romantic partners, same message pretty much. Watch your back. Watch your back. People saying, you know, oh, y'all are so cute. Yeah, that's the one. That's the one you need to be watching out for. Particularly newer friends, those that don't actually fall into the posse category. Watch your back. Same thing, just a different song. Ignore the haters. You're trying to make changes, and this is the way I'm seeing and hearing this. It may be the one situation you're thinking about just walking away from. Maybe some people got an attitude about that. Maybe they introduced you to this person, or maybe there's another kind of connection there, and now they just want to hate. Ignore them. They ain't talking about nothing. And then at the end of that, fuck them if they can't take a joke. And that's really what it's about. If they don't like the changes you're making within yourself, and you feel like you need to be moving past certain situations, once again, that Five of Coins, walking away, they can't get it. Fuck them if they can't take a joke. That's for real. Virgo, I love you. I hope you guys have a good start to the month of October, a good week, and I will talk to y'all soon. Bye-bye.